Hello everybody, the Phantom Rose Link here once again. Welcome back to more Pokemon Fire Red. Last time we got a third Pokemon to the team within Bruce and I forgot to heal. But this time, it's time to dig into the game corner. And it's not just spending ridiculous amounts of money in there. But yeah, we want to heal, as we also got our third gym badge, allowing us to have more Pokemon. Obey us, aka Mimian. You're gonna be forced to listen. Now, we're not gonna need HM Woman for a while, so we're gonna put her into retirement for the moment. But that also means we get more cat. More cat. And more cat is never bad. As somebody who has always wanted a cat, but I've been stuck with dogs. Then again, I love the dogs that I have. But yeah, this time it's time to dig into possibly 2 dungeons. This place is not that long. I'm good in this poster. Go away or else. And yep, it's time to deal with more Team Rocket Bull. I'm trying not to curse that much, actually. I don't know why, but in my personal life, I curse quite a lot, and I'm trying not to do that on recordings. But Bruce has been amazing. Already hitting level 30 within an episode of getting him, which is really good. And Zubat. Yes. Get ready to see a lot of Rattata, Zubat, and more. Supersonic. Crap. Supersonic will confuse you, and with a Pokemon like Bruce, confusion damage is based off the Pokemon's attack stat. Now, Bruce has a naturally high attack, considering Hitmonlee is a fighting type user. Oh, come on! Yeah, Zubat, you don't do the most damage. Come on, Bruce, just... Is Bruce about to... You're joking. Right? That just happened. Okay, Mimian, now that you'll actually listen to us for a good 19 levels, we're gonna come in and just use Psychic to get rid of Zubat. Yeah, Mimian's also not going to be getting that much EXP when it is battling. Team Rocket hideout might be discovered. Better tell the boss. I have to go heal. That is ridiculous. And, oh, Meowth, you have an item. Oranberry, okay. Honestly, not a terrible held item. Considering the fact that I've been using pickup Meowths, this might be a good chance to actually do something with them. Because they've been picking up lots of berries. So that's something to like it's something to utilize. Since we don't have that many held items at the moment. And we are gonna get 2 extremely good held items. Probably after this episode, which off camera, I'm gonna have to go catch a crap ton of Pokemon. Hey, let's switch behind the poster. Let's push it. There's a secret staircase. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rocket Hideout. One of Pokemon Fire Red's more infamous locations and an escape rope. Yes. Actually, it's a slight question involving Bruce. If it can learn Dig, that would be stupidly cool. And no, Reika could learn it though. Honest to God, no. I don't want to give it to Reika just yet. But yeah, we're gonna be battling lots and lots of Team Rocket grunts. For one of 2 times. Who are you? How'd you get in here? But yeah, The Rocket Hideout has honestly some really nice music. It's just, it's full of Pokemon like this. Drowsy, you're also a Pokemon that I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce could handle on his own. Because despite being a Psychic type, you're not really much of a fear. Yeah. And missing. Oh yeah, even with Confusion, that was a super effective hit. Yeah, Bruce being able to come out swinging with really good physical moves is impressive. But, Machop. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to let Bruce hit level 31 before starting to alternate the team out. Reika, respectably, doesn't need to be used more. We've been alternating between Reika and Mimian, and I want to let the new guy have his spotlight, which... Okay, we do not have the key for that. Okay, let's go into the second basement floor and start dealing with the twisty-turny tile puzzles. And item. A Moonstone, which can be used for Clefairy, Jigglypuff, and the Niddos. And this is X Speed. That could be really helpful on some Pokemon, especially some potential team members. And TM for Taunt. Interesting. Okay. This is where... Okay, no, this is not that bad. And we get 3 Super Potion. I will not complain about that. But now we have to go kind of back through this awkward mess of tiles. But we want to take this path instead. Go around here, not accidentally go up, and we have hit the back room of the Rocket Hideout. And a Hyper Potion. And you are just another normal, average grunt. Oh, hi, Grimer. Grimer's more of the physical bolt. Or, no, you're special bolt. And... well, crap. This is actually a good time to bring Reika out. So, Minimize increases evasiveness, which is something stuff like Double Team would do. Cool. Aerial Ace doesn't care. Even using Harden won't matter. Why? Because the attack only will really change with multiple layers of it. And coughing. This is where Miming should come out. Coughing is the more defensive of the 2 pure poison types. So, a Psychic from Mimian will make it crumble. I like Mimian. And coughing. Yeah, Bruce, you should actually fight. Because there is a potential we might get another member today. And Rock Tomb. See how much this does, considering 10 levels wow. A lot better than I thought, and poison. Yes. You know what? At least it could have been worse. But yeah, we might also try to go and learn Rock Slide. And yeah, you couldn't do it. You guys are not really known for being the most smart trainers in the world. Okay, Antidote. Let's heal Bruce. And let's battle you. We need the experience for Bruce anyway. don't exactly remember what fully is. Oh, Lord. Hey, Pokemon that Bruce can beat without rock moves. And quick attack. Cool. Here's a Brick Break. Because screw you, Rattata. And Raticate, even better. Also, I'm surprised I never mentioned, back when we were on the SSN, the infamous you killed your rival's Raticate. The rivals tend to swap out Pokemon more than you do. So, there could always be it could always be the case of you just found something better. Raticate's good early game. I was almost going to use one, but I chose not to. Ugh. Raticate can learn stuff like Shadow Mind Reader. What does this do? Okay. Honestly, Focus Energy might not be as good as Mind Reader in some circumstances. Yeah, Mind Reader could be really helpful, and another rat. Let me guess. All your rats have Quick Attack. Quick Attack rat? I don't know why, that was just fun to say. But the Rocket Grunts are no more. Also, we might as well take a look at what Bruce has become stats-wise. And Picky, an item. Cherry Berry. So, yeah, Bruce and Mimian are on par with their special defense, and you know, I feel bad for Reika, considering her highest stat is speed. Not the best, but Reika is also quite close to evolution. Like, seriously close. And I think I'm gonna let Bruce hit level 22 before starting to use Mimian, because Mimian will level up extremely quickly. Oh my god, it's already been 12 minutes into the recording. Dear Lord, Rocket. Hideout. And elevator. It needs... Oh, it's right. You need the key for the Rocket Hideout elevator. I forgot. And sneak past you. No way to get past you. And apparently they knew we were coming. Well, you're not going to be able to predict the fact of I have a stupidly strong Hitmonlee. Yeah, you're technically not meant to do the Karate Dojo until later. I say screw it. Bruce was basically a requirement for this team. Kind of balances out with having a really good mix, a really good mixed attacker, a really good physical attacker, and a really good special attacker. Which is funny, there's two groups of that in this team. But also a lot of something that I will point out when it actually comes to pointing out that stuff. And frustration sucks. It's a counterpart to another move. Okay. Now... Oh, this gets us the item. Alright. That's a free rare candy. I will not say no to that. Rare candies are valuable resources. Okay. Looking at this, we had to do that. You're not going to try to battle us. Black glasses. It's not going to do anything for him, but screw it. These actually boost the power of dark moves. Here, Bruce can wear sunglasses. I like that image. I don't know. I think it's funny. Hitmonlee wearing sunglasses. Sometimes I'm juvenile. Plus, it makes Bruce kind of that edgy member of the team, you know? Like, I'm so cool, I don't even have to look at you with my eyes. My god, I can be a child sometimes. But hey, I like badass things. Now, this is where I'm a bit curious. Could Bruce do more with Brick Brain than he would with Rock? To my lord. Okay, that answers my question. And you know what? We're starting to run out of Brick Breaks. Let's try it. And to the face. Death to the face. I like high jump kick. Alright. Moving forward. I almost went backwards. And we have a Max Ether. Ooh. And Snatch. What does Snatch do? It really sounds like it should just be Thief. Arguably worse. But you are an infamously fun trainer. The elevator doesn't work? Who has the lift key? I don't know. Maybe you have the lift key. It'd be funny if you did. Hello, Coughing. So Coughing's a physical wall. Bruce hitting a high jump kick. Okay, Sludge. I want to just be safe and use Mind Reader. I hope Sludge doesn't poison. Good. And this will basically make it so that the 10% chance of high jump kick missing will not happen. Fun. And Zubats. Honestly, Mind Reader could be part of the final moveset for Bruce. It would be really solid. I'm gonna have to think about, like, the final movesets for everybody. It would be unique. And that's level 32 for Bruce. No. And... uh-oh. I dropped the lift key! Speaking of which, there is said lift key. And... with that, we're finally able to go use that elevator. Which is always helpful. I want to sneak out to go to the Pokemon Center. I want to heal Bruce because we are almost at the end of the game corner. Which is a good thing. Alright. Also, there might be more cat items. 3, 4, 5. And... oh! One of the Meowths does have an item. Watermelon berry. Also, since we're here, I'm gonna be right back. I need a drink. Back down into the depths of the game corner. Now, just to sneak past this rocket ground. Whoa. Wow, he doesn't even see you. My god, his eyesight must be bad. But we know we have seen where the elevator is, so we just have to make our way back there. And we're able to finish off the business we have in the game corner. And I believe there is stuff for you on basement floor 1 if you go via... that's right, you're just battle. But let's go down to basement floor 4. And... ooh, free item. A calcium! What is calcium? Oh. Special attack, my man. Enjoy. Did I just see that one of the cats had an... Okay, no. Alright. Well, I know you. You ruined our plans at Mount Moon. Oh, that's right. We did battle you guys back in Mount Moon. Give me a moment. My apologies for that. But, hello, Sandshrew. You are a very loved Pokemon by a good friend of mine. And by that, I mean the one who I named my rival after. And, oh, Sand Slash can actually be kind of scary. I'm gonna Mind Reader you. The more damage I can do onto this thing, the better. You just did 9 damage. Well, I jump kick to the face. No. I was about to say, eat Brick Break. But yeah, the friend I'm referring to, Nick, he's a really good guy. He's from Canada, so jokes there, I guess. But he's a really fun dude. He and I actually talked about the choice of Pokemon for him, and we both agreed on something that would be very usable, but not the easiest to catch. So, it's most likely going to be the opener to the next episode. Fun. Which is kind of fitting, since I normally don't do multiple dungeons, but this is a case of the 2 dungeons connect in such a way that it only works in favor. Plus, there might be something fun. How can you not see the beauty of the Heart Evil? Maybe because you're evil. You guys are the Pokemon equivalent of Shocker from Kamen Rider. They just keep bringing you guys back, even if it fits or not. Although, like I mentioned in an earlier episode, the Rainbow Rocket story is always going to be one of my favorite parts of Pokemon's Sun and Moon. Also, for those who might be questioning, oh, why does Link have trouble reading text? I am dyslexic. Dyslexia is not but Bruce! Come on, buddy. Hit with the rocks. My lord. This is a snake on a plane. But no, like, a friend of mine has never actually seen Batman Forever, so I might be watching that with them later on and just recording another episode tomorrow. This is actually my 3rd one in a day that has been really nice to do. I haven't been feeling well, like I've mentioned in, I think, the past episode or 2, but it's really nice to be able to sit down and do something I enjoy, which is stuff and Arbok. I'm curious. Would Brick Break be that effective on here? I don't know how much this would do. Okay. Yeah. And, okay, the audio cut out randomly for my headphones. I don't know why. Okay, lower your speed. Bite, which does 2 damage. Hooray for Bite being special. And not physical. And critical hit. Okay. But that's level 33 for Bruce. Always good. And I think I'm gonna want to heal Bruce quickly. And actually swap him out of the front of the party and whoa! Excuse me. Prisonberry. Blueberry. Chestoberry. What the hell? Yeah, Reika is, or I mean, now the lowest level member of the team, so might as well try to fix that. As it is time for a battle. So, I must say that I am impressed when we got here.
Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. They're important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For your insolence, you will feel a world of pain. Meet one of my favorite Pokemon characters ever. Madman himself, Giovanni, who wields rock types. This is why we have a magical mime. Don't you just love Mr. Mime? But yeah, Giovanni is a very powerful trainer. And can be scary even if you are over leveled. Because of this thing. Kangaskhan is defensive. Powerful, and I don't actually know how much damage my Mien's going to be able to do to it. Yikes. That was with a powerful grass special move, by the way. And that was with Psychic. Yeah, if this thing attacked more, I'd say Kangaskhan would be downright powerful. And 1600 EXP. And Rhyhorn. I don't know why I've always associated Rhyhorn with the evolution, but Rhyhorn is rock, or ground rock type, not rock ground type like Onyx. But yeah, no, not that hard. And everybody's the same level now. Great, and Recycle. That's just not that good of a thing. If I'm gonna use my berries, I'm not gonna want to recycle them. That's also disgusting. What? This can't be. I see that you raise Pokemon with utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. And the Self Scope. Well, this is an important item. Anyway, we might as well head up to the first floor. Oh, you're actually still here. You know what? My Mien can beat you up. Oh, you lost, you little mouse. I don't know why. Being called a little mouse is kind of funny to me. And, yeah, you're easy pickings for my Mien. Psychic. Should one-shot. Yeah. Yeah. My god. And coughing's even easier to one-shot. Why? Well, simple. Coughing is not a special tank. Like its brother. And fun. Why? Why? Because your boss is an idiot. And yes. Ooh. And you have another Personberry. Okay. I know I defeated you. But we are done in the Rocket Game Corner. Always fun to get a major part of the game done with. But I would normally say that's where we should end off. However, I want to go and get something from Lavender Jungle. Why am I going through the underground passage? You have Saffron City open. But yeah, Saffron City connects most of the Pokemon world, including all of these border cities. Now, I'm afraid to tell you, we are still going to be avoiding as many trainers as humanly possible. These trainers aren't bad, but the fact is, oh crap. You should be informed you need strategy to win this. Yes, my strategy for the first 4 episodes? Get the absolute crap kicked out of me. Why?
I don't know, it was funny. Yeah, no, Miami and came in at just the perfect time. And a clutch victory. 2 gyms in a row. That was fun. And you have... Wow. Just wow. You have Mach. That's surprisingly powerful this early on. Let's see how much an Aerial Ace does. Actually kind of scary. Yeah, Mach is a fully evolved Pokemon that is quite challenging. Bulky, especially, and actually would pose a threat to Miami. If only it wasn't dead. And, yeah, you just have a Grimer. That's a weird Pokemon choice. But yeah, I will be battling a lot of trainers off screen because within the next few episodes, expect really, Reika, really expect a large expanse to the collection. And cats, nope, nothing quite yet. But this episode is also going to be the Pokemon Tower. Why? I want to have a longer episode, the 45-minute episode of doing Erica's Gym yesterday. Screw you, it's my channel. I also don't hate the Lavender Town music. It's not that bad. But welcome to Pokemon Tower. I don't know why. Pokemon Tower has always been one of those spots. It's creepy in the best way possible. But, hi Nick. Hey Luna, what brings you here? Your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! I can at least make them faint. Faint, let's go! Sadly, I could see Nick doing this. My actual friend, and Pidgeotto, yeah. We're a bit over level. Then again, Reika was over leveled for the last time we battled him. Because, I don't know, shut up. And you're using Quartz Portal. Screw it, I want to see this fight. And it will also level Reika up. Screw it. Good idea? Maybe. Maybe not. But let's use Aerial Ace. Critical hit, not bad. And oh, come on. But let's go for Aerial Ace once more. Barely. You still... Actually, no, I can't really say anything. We still only have Ember. But... goodbye, Wartortle. And Reika grew to level 34. And wants to learn Flamethrower. 95 power from 40. We got this move at level 7 or 8 within the first 2 episodes. And he has a Growlithe on his team. Bruce, use your Australian powers. To do what? Oh no, intimidated by a puppy. Sorry, buddy. By Australian law, Bruce must kick a dog. And execute. That's right. Because of the team I have built, he has awkward Pokemon. Rock Tomb. Goodbye, Eggies. Huh. Hypnosis, and you fail. You fail. You fail. Oh yes, you fail. But the last Pokemon is just going to reflect. That raised your defense. Okay. That shouldn't actually stop this from killing you. Oh, barely. Gnosis is just gonna put Bruce to sleep. Okay, I'm not actually that scared of you. And you know I'm a special tank, right? I don't know why I can never take executed self. Seriously, it looks so goofy. I love it. But that is execute down and Kadabra. Yeah, I showed Kadabra is weak to physical. Brick Brick should kill it. I'm not joking. Psychic type, known for being stupidly frail. But that is our battle against Nick. I took it easy on you too. How's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. Can't find the bigger Marowak. Where could they be? Bet there aren't any left. Well, better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish. Unlike you. Smell you later. No need to be a jerk. You don't battle me, do you? Even we cannot identify the ghosts forward, a oscilloscope might be able to unmask them. Which is kind of telling you. You want the oscilloscope for this area. And we have an escape rope. And it is time to talk about Ghastly, the only Generation 1 ghost. I like Ghastly. I don't know why. I just really like it. And to fill out the Pokedex a little bit more, I would really like to catch it. Oh no, you paralyzed the clown. Also, I bought some Great Balls for something a bit later. But, surprise, surprise, oh, Ghastly. Nightshade. That I believe does damage equal to the level. Yes. Come on, Ghastly. You're not actually what I want in here, though. Thank you. But yeah, without the Silph-Scope, you would not be able to tell this is a dead thing. And we are not going to be giving you a nickname. But this place is home to some good stuff. I feel like I just missed out on an item, and what could this be? Okay, Ghastly. Now, something Pokemon I want to catch. I have been catching Pokemon to fill out the Dex to get some of those items. The thing is, we need a minimum of 60. We have 20. So, yeah. But, I'm just curious what I could find. And, yeah. Actually, Bruce, yeah, you can come and fight. I'll give Reika her redemption. Don't worry. And our first Chanter that we have to battle, which Laurel, and yeah, they mostly use Ghastly. And the audio on my headphones is just being weird. I don't know if that's going to show up in the recording. But yeah, these guys use Pokemon that are actually pretty awkward for Bruce to deal with, due to him being a fighting type and mostly relying on fighting type moves. Without type coverage, he's not really able to fight many Pokemon here. But of course, Nick mentioned he caught a Cubone. I want to bring special attention to Cubone. It is depressing. It is a Pokemon that represents orphan. In Japan, Cubone's nickname is Orphan. Game Freak, what the hell, you sick bastards. Like, it's basically Bruce Wayne the Pokemon. If Bruce Wayne was a... Actually, no, Bruce Wayne was a child whenever he lost his parents in the story. Huh. No, I am not No, if I decide to use one, I am not naming it Bruce. And that is out of respect for Batman. But yeah, Ghastly is the single most common encounter here. Okay, I am going to want to avoid a few of the chanters. What could this be? Hi! I'm just going to catch it to fill in the decks. That was easier than I thought. Huh. Eh, Cubone's not going to be that important. But, yeah. Farther, deeper into the Pokemon Tower we go. And the Cleanse Tag. This basically acts as a repel. And this also acts as a rest spot. But zombies. I don't think zombies really exist in the Pokemon world, now that I think about it. I mean, yeah, we know ghosts do. It's an entire type in this franchise. I'm curious what a zombie Pokemon would be like. Probably very messed up. Which is probably why it'll never be done. And hi, Karina. Oh. Didn't actually mean to fight you. Also, I think after this episode I am going to change the border style for our menu. I went classic just because, you know, it looks pretty good. And rocks. Rocks. What's wrong with dropping rocks on a dead thing's head? Actually, no, that sounds really messed up. Ooh, nugget. Not like I needed more of them. My god. And you are an X accuracy. Okay, and Pokemon. Hi, Ghastly. Goodbye, Ghastly. And another Pokemon. Okay, Ghost. Not like I'm complaining. Ghost type is actually really good, just not in a game where it's considered physical. Channeler Jennifer. You also have a dead thing. And time to drop rocks on its head once more. Because, I don't know, shut up. But yeah, that is yet another channeler off the list. And one more to be. But yeah, I've been avoiding some of these because I want to have some Pokemon to grind against for future members. In fact, future Pokemon might be coming sooner than you think. The whole thing with Charmeleon is ridiculous, I know that. I'm actually surprised we haven't encountered more Pokemon. And, rare candy. Thank you. Can I encounter a Pokemon that isn't a ghost? Yeah, filling up the decks is going to be important, but... Oh, Picky! Up. PP up. Okay. And I think I'm going to switch my main into the front for this battle. Be gone, intruders. So, this is a battle that you are 100% guaranteed to need the self-scope for. Marowak. Yeah, I'm just gonna show. This Pokemon will not let you catch it. Which is why I'm gonna use Magical Leaf. Goodbye. And you survived that. Actually kind of impressive, Marowak. Although this is the highest level Pokemon we've battled up to this point. So there's that as well. But, goodbye, Marowak. You are really cool. I don't know why I said that. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calm and departed to the afterlife. Yikes. But, sadly, we have some more rocket runs. What do we want here? I actually do want something. I'm just not going to say what it is. Because screw the viewers. I want to be cryptic until the next episode. But, Zubat, bye-bye. And another Zubat. If Zubat could evolve in this game, I would have probably used Zubat on my team. Crobat is such a good Pokemon. Ugh. And Golbat, Reika. Hello, Golbat. And let's test out the new Flamethrower. Flamethrower's animation in this game is so cool. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. I'm not gonna forget this. Please don't. And Zuko marches right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon. We're just talking it over as adults. Buddy, no the hell you are not. And hi, Coughing. Enjoy a psychic to the face. Goodbye. And a Drowsy. You are the awkward Pokemon currently. But hey. Oh, critical hit. Sure, disable magical lead. Not like I'm waiting until the next episode to show off some things. And another Rocket Grunt down. Pokemon are only good for making money. Not use them. You stay out of our business. Dude, you are a criminal. And I want to switch out Reika. Ooh, and Frostberry, which is a burn heal. You're not saving anyone, kid. Yes, I am. I am saving this old man. You have 4 Pokemon, just a bunch of Zubats. Okay, cool. Here, have a flamethrower to the face. Why? I don't care. Zubat. You're just gonna use an army of Zubats. Okay. Have fun with that. Rattata. Not that threatening. Goodbye. I just realized I'm also recording the longest episode of the series after a pretty long episode of the series at Eradicate. And maybe it can end up like our rivals, dead in the ground, with the power of Flamethrower. I also did realize Reika had her fall off power, and now she's showing. Yeah, get past the early game. Reika's terrifying. You're not getting away with this. Just talk to the old man. You came to shave me. Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me home. Pokemon, follow me to my home, Pokemon house, at the foot of this tower. Let's talk to Mr. Fuji. Luna, your Pokedex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. And we received a Pokeflute. On hearing the Pokeflute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokemon that are sleeping obstacles. Well, that's good to know. We essentially have a way to move Pokemon that might be in our way. But with 2 dungeons in a single episode, we have an electric master to battle. It's time for Lieutenant Surge. Until then, adieu, au revoir, fare thee well,